We on the grind, it's game time. Light shine, all eyes on the line. Every move, every
Tonight, we're proud to shine a light on mental health awareness as part of the Stepping on Stigma campaign with Healthy Communities of Clinton County. This initiative helps break down barriers, reduce stigma, and connect people with resources right here in the community. To learn more, visit healthyclintoncounty.org or call 765-659-6063. Welcome to our pregame show presented by Healthy Communities of Clinton County alongside my broadcast partner, Kristen Hazley. I'm John Natali. I want to thank you for joining us on this Tuesday, 2 days away from Christmas. And Kristen, we've got two great things happening tonight. First off is just a Hoosier Heartland Conference where there's two teams that love to battle it out. They're going to put on a good show for us tonight. But the bigger part of it is mental health awareness, and we both have a say in that. So give me your thoughts on tonight.
Yeah, I mean, matchup-wise, two teams that are typically pretty competitive this year. Clinton Prairie kind of battling through a tough start, losing a lot of players, not many returning. So Clinton Prairie Gophers trying to find their feet, and Clinton Central off to a nice 8-2 start and have some good balance going as far as their offense goes and really have things clicking on defense. But you said it, the more important part, obviously mental health, important to both of us, and I know we'll share our thoughts as the game goes on.
Let's take a look at our first look presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Kristen, two teams on completely side of the table. Clinton Central currently third in that heated Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. Rossville leading the way, Carroll right behind them. Clinton Central tied with Carroll, by the way, and Clinton Prairie not off to the start that they wanted, but what can each team do to get that next win in this conference?
Well, yeah, if you're Clinton Prairie, you just keep battling. You're trying to find the positives and hang on to those, develop those into some sort of game plan to try and, find that first win. There have been some competitive games. We look at the Western score, some of those. They've been in some games just unable to finish and find that win. And, for Clinton Central, off to a 9-2 start. Honestly, things clicking really well for them. We talk about the key player for them, obviously being Davison, number 5, Carly Davidson, doing a nice job handling the point as a senior and really leading this Clinton Central Bulldogs team.
The keys to victory brought to you by Tier 1 Meat Company, where every cut is elite and every customer is family. Kristen, what do you got?
Well, mainly these are going to be Clinton Prairie keys to try and keep this one close. Number 1, protect the rock. You've got to be solid in your passes. Make sure you meet every pass and avoid those live ball turnovers. Clinton Central thrives off of those with 3 players averaging over 3 steals a game. Number 2, control the speed. If Clinton Prairie is going to have a chance in this, they'll want to slow it down, turn it into a half-court game, and try and find some solid possessions. And finally, limit second chances. I expect that Clinton Central will crash the boards and crash them very, very hard. Who can limit the other team to just one-and-dones and get things going the other direction for them?
We mentioned the two big things tonight, that Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup and, of course, Mental Health Awareness Day. But another big one. I don't know how this made it to third in the list, but still a very prominent thing could happen tonight for head coach Don Helmick. One victory away from 300 in his career. He's also the softball coach at Clinton Central, but he is now 299 and 249. Spent some time at Cascade, Paoli, and Caston, and he's going to go for that 300th win against arch rival Clinton Prairie tonight.
That'd be a pretty special one for him. And, early on, the way that he's got his team playing right now, chances are good to find that lucky 300.
We come back, we'll have our starting lineups and, of course, everything for Mental Health Awareness Night. Don't want to miss it on the IHSAA Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect. your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, entrance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
This holiday season, Mulberry Telecommunications invites you to bake all the Christmas cookies you can while watching your favorite holiday movies on Mintel TV. Go ahead and utilize the full power of your network's reliability and security as you shop online. And while we're on the topic of giving, more and more of the toys we love require Wi-Fi connectivity. However, you can rest assured that Mintel Fiber Services have plenty of bandwidth available with gigabit speeds so your loved ones can enjoy the full potential of the gifts you've given. From all of us at Mulberry Telecommunications, we say Merry Christmas.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Back on the campus of Clinton Prairie, where the Gophers play host to the Bulldogs at Clinton Central. John Natale, Kristen Hazley, and our entire ISC Sports Network crew. Our starting lineups for this evening brought to you by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. First for the Bulldogs, the senior guard, number 5, Carly Davison. Hannah Jacobs, another senior guard, wearing number 11. Abby Harris, another senior, number 30. The senior Emily Long, number 31. And Addie Mounts, the junior, number 55, rounding out the top 5 for Coach Don Helmick. And for the Gophers, under the supervision of head coach Cale Morris, now in his 4th season for the Gophers, number 11, Lily Coleman, the senior. Freshman guard Emma Grant, number 12. Another guard, freshman Emmy Kaiser, number 22. Number 23, Clara Coleman. And number 32, Alexis Perez, the sophomore guard. The top 5. Very, very young squad from Clinton Prairie. Just the one senior on the entire team gets the start. 9 freshmen on this year's team.
A bit of a rebuilding year, it feels like, for the Gophers, trying to find some sort of cohesive group to try and move through the next couple years and get back on the right track.
Gophers actually lead the series 19-8 overall, but Clinton Central has won the last 3. Coming in with that 9-2 record, 2-1 in the Hoosier Heartland Conference, trying to keep pace with Carroll and Rossville. We saw both of those teams tango on Friday, Carroll and Rossville. It was, you can see the Gophers in the purple and white colors, which represent mental health awareness. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Big game on both sides of the spectrum. Our officials for tonight brought to you by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling makes sense. Aaron Selby, Bryce Barton, and Steve Hoffman. We are underway as Davison controls it. That's Lydia Neal, number 14. Last second change for the starters. Down low, good backdoor pass. Davison's got it. And ran into some traffic. It's going to be an early foul on Clinton Prairie.
A lot of quick early ball movement from Clinton Central on that possession. Moving it all the way around, trying to find something in the post.
That's Davison in the corner. She's bothered. Good look underneath. And there's your first 2. Davison to Hannah Jacobs.
That's what we'll see a lot from Clinton Central is Carly Davison on the ball, really dictating that offense, and a great find there to Hannah Jacobs on the weak side.
That falls on Emmy Kaiser. Legal screen as Alexis Perez tried to make a move and got a little help. Here's Davison. This is where she'll be the majority of the contest, controlling the basketball. Davison was calling for it, and smooth stroke for Carly Davison. She averages about 20 a night, and she's in the scorebook. 4-0, Clinton Central.
Yeah, and if you're Clinton Prairie right now, you can't let her get that open of a look. You know, there's really one person that if you can slow her down, you've got a chance to keep it close, and that's Carly Davison. Unacceptable to lose her there.
Just under the 7-minute mark early here in the first quarter. Mental health awareness night. That's Perez, got it poked away and picks up her dribble. She can't, oh, she went okay. Down the lane and couldn't get it to go. Got her own rebound. Tried to go up strong. Jacobs got a hand on it. And Perez brings it all the way back. Here's a 3-ball. Iron no good. And the rebound.
It's a good possession there, though, for Clinton Prairie. I like the way they move it, find an open look behind the arc.
Just inside the three-point line and cans it. Lydia Neal with a nice-looking jumper. 6-0 Bulldogs.
That's a nice spot-up jumper there by Lydia Neal. Confident release. No question there.
On the elbow. The handoff to Perez. Easy bucket. Good movement off the ball from Alexis Perez, and Clinton Prairie's on the board. That's Davison, and was looking for Nariah Harvey on the cut. Got knocked out of bounds, and will stay with Clinton Central.
Yeah, you love to see that from Carly Davison, though. She gets the ball and knows it's maybe not the best look for her from the pull-up perspective and tries to find the extra pass. Anytime you see a leading scorer that's looking to share first, that's just the sign of a great player.
Davison on the cut, left it short, got her own rebound. Some footwork in the paint, left that one off the side of the iron, and Hannah Jacobs tracks it down.
This is where Clinton Prairie's really got to box out and try and limit those second chances. If you can hold Clinton Central to 0 points and get going the other way, obviously it's going to be best looking there for the Gophers.
Davison almost with a travel, held her position. And she's got the basketball on the dribble drive. Little Euro step. Tried to get it down to Addie Mounts, but it was tipped away. Here come the Gophers. Ball was hit by Hannah Jacobs. And it'll stay with Clinton Prairie. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles Post 976. Serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Eagles offer something for everyone. For more info on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt.
Looks like off the ball foul there on Hannah Jacobs. But before that, it was the freshman for Clinton Prairie, number 12, Emma Grant. Nice job getting into the passing lane, and she exploded out of there. She's got some pace with the ball.
On the inbound. And that ball's knocked away. Mounts ends up with the basketball. Davison, good look underneath. Neal got caught up in some traffic, though. And it's going to be a foul.
Like the urgency on defense there, but you've got her trapped. Might as well just, try not to reach in there. Obviously love going for the jump ball, but if you've got her there, potentially get a turnover another way, but unlucky on the call.
Already a third team foul on the Gophers. Just under 3 minutes into this one. Davison with it, brings it back out, and she'll operate from the logo. Gophers in a 3-2 defense. Mounts down low. And it was off her knee. It'll go to Clinton Prairie.
I think the other.
Oh, they reversed it. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good call. Outside ref was kind of, I think, looking in on it, came in and corrected the call there.
Needs to get it in. Good look underneath. And Hannah Jacobs couldn't finish, but she's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's tough for the Gophers. You feel like in the run of play, they're playing pretty decent defense in that 3-2 zone, really forcing Davison to try and share the ball, move it to make some open spaces. But that time just a little easy for Jacobs to cut through, and luckily she misses the first one. But again, it's a little bit too easy in the paint right now for the Bulldogs.
Tonight's game brought to you by Dangender Funeral Home with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Dangender Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on their services and community involvement, please visit dangender.com. Dangender Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Jacob split the pair, and she's got 3. On the dribble drive was Emma Grant. That's going to be on Nariah Harvey. That's her first.
So far, I haven't seen much of an offensive set from Clinton Prairie. They've been in transition a little bit, and Emma Grant trying to take it to the paint that time.
On the inbound, Ari Green off the side of the iron, but chased down by Madison German Potter. 3 ball. Got it. Good looking stroke from Emma Grant.
All right, freshman's got a shot, it looks like.
Davison went up, and she came down with the basketball. Traveling, Gophers basketball.
How about that? Emma Grant nailing the 3, transitions back, and then plays a big part in getting that travel call on Davison there.
Oh, strip away from Davison. All the way down Main Street, but got denied. German Potter got her paw on it.
That's well done there. A lot of speed to get back in front of Davison. If you can't match her with height, guess the double team with the speediness of those two will work.
So that's the second foul of the quarter. That one was on Jacobs, her first. Ball will stay with the Gophers. 3:28 left in the first. The Bulldogs up 7-5 in this Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. A feisty one. Kristen, you and I saw it the other day in the boys' game between Carroll and Rossville. Carroll had come in 0-5. Rossville was 4-0, and one of the best regulation games we've ever seen. It was definitely the game of the night in Indiana.
Yeah, absolutely. We came into that doubleheader, and to be honest with you, I thought the girls' game was going to be the game of the night, but it ended up being that Rossville versus Carroll boys match. And, you know, similar markings to this match in terms of, you know, Rossville had one main, or excuse me, Rossville had one main scorer, majority of their points. They held him to 4 points in that first half. And, you know, similar to Clinton Central, Davison does a lot of their scoring. So if they've got an answer for her, the question then becomes who steps up for Clinton Central.
That foul was on Emma Grant. Gave a body check to Carly Davison. So that's the 5th team foul on the Gophers now. So their next trip will be to the free throw line. 4-point advantage for the Bulldogs.
It's an early quick foul. Quick 5 fouls there for the Gophers.
Harris with the basketball, and she walked. Good defense from Alexis Perez.
Yeah, I've been impressed so far with the Gophers' defense. A lot of urgency. I think we might have just gotten a technical.
A warning or a technical?
Maybe a warning. Obviously, technical would have gone the other way, but to the bench. But, yeah, I've been impressed. You know, good defensive urgency so far by the Gophers, and that's why this one is as tight as it is.
Foot is on the line. Back iron no good. Battle for the rebound. Ended up in the hands of Nariah Harvey.
That'll
And
go
the
to
foul was on Addie
Madison German Potter, yeah.
Yep.
So that's just so early on in the first quarter to already be going to the bonus. If Clinton Central is a half decent free throw shooting team, they could extend this lead just from the line for the rest of the half.
Harvey hasn't made a free throw yet this season and misses the front end there. Clara Coleman returns for the Gophers. And Harvey can't make either. But on the possession, Davison with a good cut. The floater couldn't get it to go. But Clara Coleman got into the body of Davison, and that'll send the senior guard to the free throw line.
Yeah, good. Tough call there. I thought she played some pretty decent defense. But that's just what Carly Davison can do. She's aggressive through the paint. She'll drive it into you, create that contact. Doesn't see the first one roll down, just like I thought she was going to maybe get the basket and one, but a little bit of a cap on the rim for her early on.
And misses both. She shoots it at 79%. Surprising that she missed both of those. The lead's still 4 for the Bulldogs. Down low, Perez working against Davison. A little short. And the Bulldogs come away with it.
It's not bad. You get a good look down on the post there. You just want Perez to kind of take her time with that ball.
Davison straightaway 3 and canned it. She's got 5. And a lead the largest it's been at 7. Perez had some trouble with it and hands it off. Grant with it. She hit the triple. And good take from Emma Grant. Had a little trouble with the basketball. Regained herself, and now she's got 5.
Yeah, middle of that drive, it looked like she was going to lose it, but well done to regain control and finish the drive there, and not a ton of movement off of that set play. So I like the decision there by Grant to go ahead and drive to the rim.
Tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. They've been implementing mental health education and support programs in schools to make a dramatic and positive impact. These programs provide students with tools and resources they need to thrive academically and emotionally. All Clinton County schools have evidence-based programs in place just for that. Please remember that you matter and you are not alone. On the steal, Davison. Down low, got knocked off the boot of Abby Harris. 8-point lead coming up on 10 seconds.
A little bit tighter this time out on Harris with defense after she drained the 3 down the court last trip for them.
Got to get it up and couldn't get it to go. Clinton Prairie hung around for a little bit, and then Clinton Central gets out to an 8-point lead. You're watching Hoosier Heartland Conference basketball right here on the IHSAA Sports Network.
Whether you dine in or carry out, the South Fork restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials, world-famous hand-battered tenderloins, fresh, never-frozen whole catfish, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. The South Fork Restaurant, a proud supporter of Clinton Prairie Athletics.
Tonight's game brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. They provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. And 2 days from now, there will be a lot of engagements happen. At least you hope so. There'll be a lot of asks, let's just put it that way. But tonight is a very special night, Mental Health Awareness Night on the campus of Clinton Prairie. We saw that they were wearing those purple and white uniforms. And alongside my broadcast partner, Kristen Hazley, I'm John Natale. Kristen, we both have an affinity for this type of thing. And stand by it wholeheartedly. And it's just one of those things, it's the old cliche, but it's okay to be not okay. And I think what we're missing is that more people need to understand that there might be something wrong. It's okay. If you don't feel right or something feels off, go seek help.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I feel like these days, it's more the personal stigma and the personal shame that you don't want to admit it, whether it's to yourself or to someone else. And, there has been so much great work done with mental health where a lot of times your friends know, what to say to you in those situations or know how to get you help if you're really needing it. And, you mentioned both of us obviously having a respect and experience for that. Myself going through some alcohol addiction early on after college, and it was obviously that stigma as well. Admitting I'm not okay, admitting that I needed help and that I couldn't do it on my own. And, a big respect for anyone going through that, families as well. And, just being able to let them know it's okay to speak how you're feeling. Your thoughts are important, your thoughts are valid, you are valid, and you're always worth giving it another chance.
Very important points is that you are the most important thing. And if you seek to help, and people will help you. A lot of things that come down to mental health is that there are a lot of people that walk away if they know. But if you ask, if you are seeking help from them, it's kind of a win-win situation because that person feels valued, that you're close enough to have to go to them. And at the same token, you have someone that genuinely cares in your corner that you consistently go back to.
Yeah, and it's important to have those conversations if it's, something you struggle with, especially with close friends, confidants, mentors, etc., because it can have an effect on your everyday life. You might wake up one morning and whether it's it's a mental health issue, it's a addiction issue, whatever it might be, it's important to understand that there's going to be days that you don't feel great and you're going to have to mentally battle through it. And so creating your own kind of village and support system there becomes so important. And organizations like Healthy Communities of Clinton County are doing the work to make those things available for everyone.
Carly Davison with the take to the hoop. She leads away all scores with 7.
I thought Clinton Prairie was doing a nice job early on of slowing the tempo down, really taking nice care of the ball, not a ton of turnovers, just really kind of settling for some fast shots that felt maybe like not the best opportunities for them. And let's be honest, for Clinton Prairie to stay in this one, they've got to make the most of every trip down the court.
Right now, they're controlling the glass on the offensive end. Just can't get a bucket to answer for it. Davison picks up the foul. It's the first of the quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Tier 1 Meat Company, taking pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels families with real flavor. From custom processing and mission-ready catering, they bring the firepower to elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by vets, every cut is elite, and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora, or visit us online at tier1meatco.com.
Well, you said it, John. It's the boards right now that are keeping Clinton Prairie in this one as Lily Coleman again grabs the board, goes up, gets fouled, and will make her way to the line. If they can make some of these count, they might be able to stack some momentum here.
Good looking stroke from Lily Coleman. She gets on the board. Lily Coleman, a 3-sport athlete over Clinton Prairie, cross-country runner, then plays softball for the Gophers during the spring. Splits a pair. Davison with the rebound. The lead is 12. 6 minutes left in the second. Kicked out of bounds, and it will be Gopher basketball. I want to remind you that 988 is a national suicide prevention hotline. With just 3 digits, help is within reach for young Hoosiers facing mental health challenges, whether it's coping with stress, anxiety, or thoughts of self-harm. 988 connects you to compassionate professional support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can call or text 988, and trained counselors are standing by to assist you. Remember, mental health is the same as physical health. And Kristen, in my experiences, being legally disabled with bipolar 1, I can 100% vouch for that, because you build up so much inside and you want to keep it in. It's just like a pressure cooker. But when that starts to happen, the pain has nowhere to go. So that's when, I mean, I suffer from bloody noses like you wouldn't believe. I'll get cramps in my legs, and just the stress compounds you because you're holding everything in. But when you're in a relaxed state or around people that love you, people that care, it goes away drastically.
Yeah, it's important. You know, I love that you highlight there the connection between, you know, mental health and physical health, because I do think there is a massive effect. You know, once I started taking better care of my physical health, you know, budgeting some time just to go for a walk every day, to get outside, it's amazing how much my mental health improved just because I was taking care of some of those physical health things. So it's a great point, and it can manifest. You know, pay attention to some of those things in your body, whether it's headaches, whether it's those bloody noses, but sometimes they can be a symptom of something deeper going on that, you know, might start up in between your ears.
Bulldogs hold a 12-point advantage over the Clinton Prairie Gophers on this Tuesday. I cannot believe Christmas is 2 days away. That's impossible to me.
Snuck up real fast.
Although every time I look at my debit card and see how worn out it is, I am reminded of what season it is.
Fair.
Gophers with the basketball. Here's Perez. She's been active. Here's a 3-ball. Got blocked, though. But on the offensive rebound, once again, Aria Green gets in the books. Lead back down to 10. Mounts with it. Davison. Good look underneath, but couldn't finish was Jacobs.
You can tell Davison's now starting to, you know, about midseason, getting used to those double, triple teams, especially in a zone defense when it collapses on her. Great job trying to find Jacobs there. You can tell that's what she's looking for, but I just can't finish it. But a nice turnover here for her.
Mount's got a hand on a good crossover move, but Davison couldn't finish. Oh, Davison took a spill, but the ball ends up back in her hands. I don't know if Coach Don Helmick drew it up that way, but a turnover. On the double team. And now the swing. Davison straight away. Left it short, but she's going to go to the line for 3 shots.
Oh, that's a tough one. You're there. You've got her closed down on the 3.
Oh, they got her not shooting.
Oh, did they really?
Wow. All right. That is the 3rd foul on Alexis Perez.
I mean, it raises a question. If you're just boxing out and it's after the shot, it's technically not in the act of shooting.
I don't think Davison would have left it that short, not being fouled on the shot, but that's why I'm here. Those refs who we thank so much for putting in the time and the sacrifice to help these student athletes out. You won't get them all, but without them, these kids don't play. The lead 10, the largest it's been is 12. On the inbound, 3:34 left in the second quarter. Mounts underneath and got tangled up, and we will have another jump ball, and this one will belong to Clinton Prairie. Mulberry Telecommunications offers high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. They're a local telecommunications cooperative and serving Clinton, Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Now that they've expanded the services into Carroll County, they're excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to their fiberhood. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885. And in early 2026, hello Rossville, as Mulberry Telecommunications will be out your way, about 9 miles east of Frankfort, so right in the vicinity. 20-10. Clinton Prairie has done a great job on the offensive end for rebounds, just haven't been able to find the bucket.
And not a bad job defensively either. Looks like it'll go back that way with the Gophers, but the 3-2 zone being pretty effective early on. Clinton Central averages about 48 points a game, so somewhat holding them under for now. But really, I mean, a 10-point game going into halftime, I think Clinton Prairie would have taken that at the beginning of the game, no questions asked. If they can get some offense going here, this could be anyone's game.
Want to get it down to single digits, and out of bounds was Emmy Kaiser. Coach Don Helmick looking for that prestigious 300 win, joining a very elite club of coaches in all of Indiana. Good look underneath, and the finish. Abby Harris found Nariah Harvey on the back end.
Yeah, it's a great find by Abby Harris, and she just punishes the defense there on the overhelp. Lily Coleman probably could have stayed home on that block, but they both end up going to the ball, and great awareness there on the pass to find the easy lay-in for Clinton Central.
The lead back to 12. On the turnaround, couldn't get it to go, but that'll send Emmy Kaiser to the free throw line. Addie Mounts picks up the foul. That's a 5th team foul of the second quarter for Clinton Central. So after this, they'll be headed to the free throw stripe for 2.
Yeah, I like that play. You don't typically see Kaiser posting up down on the block, but you can see there she's got the length, and she's developing obviously the athleticism to do that. More of a wing shooter traditionally, but nice to get her involved, and anytime you can find a high-quality look on the block, it's great.
2 more offensive rebounds on the ground. It's Aria Green, a tie-up. And I guess Davison had a piece of the basketball, stepped on the outline, so it'll stay with Clinton Prairie. That might be the 7th or 8th offensive rebound that the Gophers have had to no avail in that paint.
Yeah, and they are just lucky right now that Clinton Prairie isn't making them pay for those. If they can get a few more putbacks again, it does not feel as one-sided as the scoreboard makes it look, and that brings it a little tighter.
Emmy Kaiser, straightaway triple. And the lead, single digits at 9. This is where Clinton Prairie want to be. Keep it at a single-digit advantage.
Yeah, up in the pressure here.
And Kaiser picks up her another quick foul. That's her second, both within the past minute. Coming up on a minute. Let's see what the Bulldogs decide to do here. Will they hold it?
Clinton Prairie's trying to put some pressure on them. Obviously, outside the arc. Just have to be careful because of that.
Davison's speed. But it kicks back out to Abby Harris.
And just see they had everyone collapse to try and stop Davison on that drive, and that's typically where she's deadly, averaging over 6 assists a game.
Well, they're trying to get that 5-second going. Mounts was wide open underneath. You and I both saw it, partner.
Defensively, I'm yelling, rotate, rotate.
Oh, got poked away. Down the lane, little floater off the back iron, no good. Harris grabs a rebound. Kaiser did everything right except finish the bucket. That'll belong to the Gophers. Wamplers is a place where recycling always makes sense. Please call Wamplers at 659-3721 for all your trash, recycling, and scrap needs. Wamplers Disposal Service and Recycling. Family owned since 1948. Eight seconds left on the clock. Clinton Prairie is going to go into halftime down 9. Can they make it 7, possibly 6? Got to get it up. And a push, and that will send the Gophers to the free throw line.
How about that? It looks like, I think it was on Kaiser too. Excuse me, the foul was committed against Kaiser, not on
The foul
Kaiser.
was on Davison.
Yeah.
It's her second. So Kaiser trying to make it a 7-point ball game. And she won't get it there, so maybe 8.
I mean, going in the locker room, single digits against this Clinton Central team, that's a great result you'll take if you're the Gophers.
Misses them both, but the lead's still 9. Got to single digits. It was high as 12. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some thoughts on the first half. You're watching Hoosier Heartland Conference Basketball on the IHSAA Sports Network.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At Jackson Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At Jackson Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
Day & Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day & Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Back on the campus of Clinton Prairie High School, the Gophers find themselves down 9 to arch nemesis Clinton Central Bulldogs on the IHSAA Sports Network. John Natali, Kristen Hazley. Let's have our thoughts on the first half, presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. What you got, partner?
Well, overall, I think a nice performance by both teams. I thought that Clinton Central struggled quite a bit with that 3-2 zone. Clinton Prairie came out and played. Davison kind of struggled to probe into the paint and try and have some of those defenders collapse. Really just a lot of self-inflicted turnovers for the Bulldogs as well. And then on the other side, I thought Clinton Prairie played a pretty solid first half. I mean, we mentioned throughout a nice job on the boards. They were getting some second chances, just not able to necessarily finish them. And I thought they did a pretty good job of turning it more into a half-court game versus a track meet, which is going to favor more the Clinton Central side.
We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have some first-half highlights. You're watching the Clinton Central Bulldogs and the Clinton Prairie Gophers right here on the IHSAA Sports Network.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
Mulberry Telecommunications would like to apologize this holiday season. You see, we may have made our fiber optic internet too fast and too reliable, which isn't really a problem for any of our members. However, we fear that once Santa stops at a home in a Mintel fiberhood for milk and cookies, and he finds out that he can binge watch and stream all of his holiday favorites over gigabit speeds with no buffering, well, the only thing slow this holiday season might just be Santa. For more information on our fiber internet packages or Mintel services, visit mintel.net.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
Back with our first half highlights presented by Mulberry Telecommunications, the best gig in town. Walk us through it, Kristen.
Yeah, a lot of great passing by Carly Davison. She's so good at recognizing there when she's got an open look, a good shot, and when there might be someone on the weak side that's still maybe a little more open. Did you see her there finding the teammate for the spot-up jumper? You know, a lot more of those great passes won't make the highlight reel just because they were either not caught or a little bit too hot to handle from Davison. But then it was Clinton Prairie that was able to get some heat going from behind the arc. We saw Emma Grant get going a little bit in the second quarter, and then it was Emma Kaiser that drained it for 3, and she had some nice touches on the block as well. Good to get them both involved early on in this game.
We'll take another break. When we come back, some halftime adjustments by both Coach Don Helmick and Cale Morris. Hoosier Heartland Conference basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Whether you dine in or carry out, the South Fork restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials, world-famous hand-battered tenderloins, fresh, never-frozen whole catfish, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. The South Fork Restaurant, a proud supporter of Clinton Prairie Athletics.
Clinton Prairie High School Mental Health Awareness Night. The Clinton Central Bulldogs hold a 9-point advantage over the Clinton Prairie Gophers. Some halftime adjustments presented by JXN Stump Solutions. Rooted in service, driven to remove. Kristen, if you're head coach Cale Morris, you find your Gophers down 9. Probably happy that you're going into halftime with that, but what do they need to do in order to trim that gap?
Yeah, I think you've got to start turning some of those turnovers that you're forcing on the defensive end into some points on the offensive end. You know, they did a nice job of recovering against some of the speedy transition of Clinton Central, but just not able to get much off of it in terms of offensive payback. Now, for Clinton Central, I think, you know, if Clinton Prairie is going to stay in that 3-2 zone, you've got to focus on getting Davison downhill into the paint, because when that happens, Clinton Prairie is so focused on stopping Davison in the paint that they're leaving everyone wide open for some nice, easy lay-ins. And Davison's done a nice job of keeping her head up and finding those options so far. But, you know, final thing there for the Bulldogs is you can't give Clinton Prairie any runs that might give them some hope, you know, because they can do that. A couple, 4 or 5 points here, and all of a sudden it's a tight game, pressure's on, and then it's, you know, nerves start playing into it, and it's just a matter of composure at that point. So, both teams playing relatively well in that first half, but a few key differences could make a massive change in this game right here tonight.
We'll take one more break. We come back. 16 more minutes of basketball on this Tuesday night, just 2 days before Christmas. Hopefully you have a present in the second half for you. Great basketball coming up on the IHSAA Sports Network.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Tonight's game presented by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. A very special night for them. Just as athletes train their bodies, they must also train their minds. Prioritizing mental health can lead to improved focus, confidence, and resilience, ultimately enhancing performance on the field. It's okay to not be okay, but it's also okay to reach out for help. Be open to discussing your mental health. We can help break down the stigma and encourage others to seek support. And if you happen to be watching this outside of Clinton County, I'm sure that if you do call their offices, they will direct you to a facility that is closer. That ball out of the rim, no good, and a defensive rebound for Clinton Prairie. Good start defensively for the Gophers.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of limiting Davison and the amount of looks she gets. I mean, she's still getting good looks and just feels like an off-shooting night. But for the most part, it's Clinton Prairie forcing her to take some unwanted shots.
Davison one-on-one with Kaiser and loses the battle. Good defense from Emmy Kaiser. She's had a nice night so far.
Yeah, Kaiser's been really solid on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. And when you don't have a ton of height like Clinton Prairie does, it's even more important to have those active hands getting in the passing lane. And Kaiser's been doing it.
Tries a triple. Ball on the ground. Still on the ground. And the Bulldogs come away with it.
Good hustle there by Addie Mounts. Getting down on the ground and wrestling for that one. Able to find Davison to get it into transition.
So it's Lydia Neal with it. She led the scoring off in this contest, but hasn't scored since. Davison on the dribble drive, little pump fake and couldn't get it to go, but she will go to the free throw line.
That seems to be what was missing a little bit in the first half for Clinton Central was Davison off the dribble. That time she takes it herself, but you could see there on the weak side, Lily Coleman coming over to help, leaving Addie Mounts wide open. Davison found her a few times in the first half. That time takes the contact and will go to the line.
Tonight's game brought to you by Davis Comfort Solutions. They understand that your comfort is important. That's why their team of highly experienced technicians will strive to be your go-to when it comes to your home, shop, or business's heating and cooling needs. For more info on financing and special offers, visit them online at daviscomfortsolutions.com. After missing her first two free throws, Davison hits the pair, and she's up to 9, leading scorer for both squads, and a lead back to double digits at 11. Kick ball off the boot of Davison.
And this Clinton Central team typically creates a good amount of offense from their defense. Just not really as aggressive up on the ball as they've been in the past. Kind of willing to sit and let Clinton Prairie pass around them there, and they'll find it again. A Kaiser on the post.
A foul on Hannah Jacobs. That's going to send Kaiser to the free throw line. 11-point advantage, just under 6 minutes. And Kaiser can't hit that one.
Yeah, you've got to start making those, though. I mean, that's honestly right now what Clinton Prairie is doing really well is having some deliberate possessions. You know, they're getting to the line, but they're just not making it pay off.
Trying to split the pair, get it back down to 10. And can't do it.
Lane violation.
There's going to be a lane violation on Lydia Neal. Like she was getting down ready to do a push-up. Grace Longenberger, number 12, back in for, oh, I'm sorry, Emma Grant. I apologize. And off the front iron, no good. But another offensive rebound. And a hold on the floor.
How about the hustle there? Lily Coleman, the senior. You got 3 Clinton Central Bulldogs, and she somehow comes out with it and then gets the foul as well.
2 quick fouls, just under 6. Kaiser going to work and got the friendly roll.
How about that move? Kaiser is not afraid to body it up. I thought she might be lost as far as where she was on the block, but no doubt about it with that spin and finish. Great move.
Kaiser and Grant both have 5. On the throwaway, Kaiser didn't have to save it, but good hustle nonetheless. And it's off of Nariah Harvey, so the turnover.
Well, yeah, the chaos caused that time ends up paying off for the Clinton Prairie Gophers. And right now, they're the ones that are looking a little bit more in control offensively, at least. See if they can turn it into a few points for them. Get back into this one.
On the handoff. And it's going to be over the back on Alexis Perez. That's going to be her 4th.
Yeah, that's not good news at all for the Gophers. Perez, obviously one of their starters, one of the few returning from last year. Not a massive impact on the score sheet tonight, but still one of those leaders with a bit of experience handling the ball for the Gophers.
Davison on a short pass, and Harvey will bring it back out. Harris with the basketball, cut a seam, and got it to go with strength, and she'll go to the free throw line, but she came down hard.
Yeah, it looks like they'll get Madison Potter on. She tries to get over there. A little bit, maybe does get it going straight up.
Came down awkwardly. She's helped up. Good to see Abby Harris, a senior guard. Third on this team in scoring with 9.
And she was important early on for them when Davison was struggling to get going a little bit. Abby Harris did a nice job of driving through the paint. Hit a nice 3-pointer to kind of get him going there through a lull. It's been a bit more of a balanced effort from the Bulldogs tonight.
Tonight's game presented by JXN Stump Solutions. Tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining in your yard? Let them take care of it. They've got the equipment and experience to get the job done right. They offer 3 tiers of service that will rejuvenate your yard, all at competitive, budget-friendly rates. Call 765-242-9523 today for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. And what's really, really disturbing about that is they have perfect weather to do it in. We're 2 days away from Christmas. It's supposed to be 60.
Listen, I got a text from my buddy yesterday, and he said, it's going to be 60. We're golfing this weekend. And I said, absolutely, we are. So, you'll find me at the golf course.
I'm going to try to chisel as much ice out of the freezer as I can and just throw it up and walk underneath it. Try to get a wintry wonderland. And off the glass, Abby Harris is fine after the run-in. She's tied with Davison for the team lead with 9 and the lead back to 12.
And it's Clinton Central going into the 3-2 zone as well.
3 ball off the front of the iron. And here comes Clinton Central. Mounts with it. Now Davison orchestrate from the logo. Pull-up jumper. Came off hard off the iron, so Harris able to get the rebound, but kicks it off her own shoe. So Emma Grant will inbound from the sideline. Coming up on 4 minutes. Clinton Prairie's been held to a bucket so far in the first 4 minutes.
They're really struggling against this zone. There's an open shot.
And just nicked the inside of the rim from Emmy Kaiser. Up ahead, Mounts on the bounce out, couldn't get it. And the rebound from Clara Coleman.
And Carly Davison obviously takes the headlines as, the leading scorer, but just in the last minute or two, you've seen her passing ability and the vision that she has, especially getting out in transition there to Addie Mounts.
That's the third on Addie Mounts, sending Emma Grant to the line. And gets that one to go. Emma Grant leading the way for the Gophers with 6. Looking for point number 7 and try to make this an 11-point ball game. 10-point ball game.
I need a little bit of what we saw from Emma Grant in the first half. A little bit of driving into the lane with abandon. She was able to get in there and get to the line a few times.
She hits both. And a lead back down to 10. Davison weaving in and out of traffic. And that foul's on Lily Coleman. That's the 4th team foul. On the inbound from the baseline. Davison wanted it, got it, finished it.
Matt, she had that one envisioned the entire way through, off the screen. As soon as she caught the ball, she was already rising up. Nice little confident stroke there from Davison.
Davison the first in double digits with 11.
Just work it corner to corner. She's wide open now.
3-2. And got it to go. I don't think Aria Green even was looking at the basket, but threw it up anyway, got it off the glass, and she'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
Give her credit. She gets that little half turn in there, gets her shoulder into Davison, somehow finishes it up with the left. And it cuts it down to 10, the chance to get it to single digits here with the free throw.
And that's the third on Carly Davison. And completes the 3-point play. Aria Green now with 5.
That's another freshman for that Clinton Prairie team. Again, in a season like this, really trying to find those positives and highlight them, see what you can do to develop them.
Harris went way long on the triple try.
I like the pace here from Clinton Prairie, moving the ball around.
Kaiser tries it, and way, way short. Hit the pole.
Yeah, I was going to say, it should be a block out of bounds, I would think.
It was tipped on the shot, so it's going to stay with Clinton Prairie. Down 9, chance to cut it to 7, possibly 6.
It's a good look there, but it's the expected look. So when Clinton Central closes out quickly like they did, not much of a chance there to get the 3-point shot off.
Took a little time on that. They were thinking they were checking with the home office in Secaucus. 3 ball. Just shaved the iron. Coleman made an attempt at it, but she was on the baseline, so it'll belong to Clinton Central. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles Post 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more info on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. On the steal, Coleman off the glass, got it to go.
Big time play by Coleman there, picks her pocket and focuses through the contact there to finish.
On the look underneath. Harris couldn't handle it.
Are they getting Longenberger on the foul?
Another foul. This one on Grace Longenberger.
That's a tough one. I thought that was a pretty good.
Oh, Emma Grant, I'm sorry.
Okay. Must have been something I didn't see then.
Well, both number 12s.
Fair.
That's the third on Emma Grant. Sending Abby Harris to the free throw line. And she continues to struggle there. Only 47% for the senior Abby Harris from the free throw stripe. Looking to be the second in double digits. He's got 9. And can't hit that one. Chased down by Green, and here comes Emma Grant. The Bulldogs in a 3-2. Kick out. Kaiser. Off the back iron, no good. But another long rebound by Emma Grant. Here's another 3. Line drive, and Harris grabs the rebound.
Those second chance opportunities off those offensive rebounds. They continue to do it well, but again, just not able to find the bucket to make those pay off.
Davison in traffic and then found herself wide open at the elbow, but couldn't complete it. And here come the Gophers. Chance to cut it to 5, possibly 4. And that would be a boost of confidence heading into the final 8 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think they've obviously really contained Clinton Central well this quarter.
Kaiser. That's her second. She's got 8. The lead is 4.
Well, they've been leaving her open in those corners as she works back and forth along the baseline against that zone. It was about time she was going to knock one down way open that time, and leaves no doubt about it on that one.
Foul on the floor. That's on German Potter. That's her 3rd, so that's the 5th team foul on the Gophers, sending Davison to the free throw line, leading all scorers with 11.
When you look at it, and Clinton Prairie's done just about everything you asked them to do on the defensive side of the ball, really forcing Davison to give the ball up, find some other options, daring someone else to beat them. And right now, I mean, the fact that they just haven't been able to convert much into points, I think defensively they've played well enough to be well ahead in this game.
You just think of all the missed opportunities under the basket on offensive rebounds. And Davison misses that one. Uncharacteristic of Carly Davison in this one from the free throw line.
Oh, man, not a bad strategy at this point for Clinton Prairie. They've done a nice job of fouling on some open looks, making them earn it from the line. Oh. Another foul.
So there was a push. Now it's if they count the free throw. They do count the free throw. So give Davison a dozen. It's 30-25, and she hits that one. She's up to a baker's dozen now. Leading all scorers with 13. And that one rolls around the rim and doesn't go in. The lead is 6. Chance to cut it to 4, maybe 3. Still a 2-possession game. Here's a 3 ball. And got it. Aria Green, a big bucket.
Sounds like her coming out party tonight. Aria Green doing everything right on the offensive end. A great decision there and a confident shot for 3.
Davison with the basketball, under 10. On the cut. Mounts on the dribble drive. Good cut from Maddie Mounts, and a better look from Carly Davison, extending the lead back to 5, but unprecedented. Good quarter by the Gophers. Trim that lead to 5. 8 more minutes of basketball left. Hoosier Heartland Conference basketball on the IHSAA Sports Network.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Tonight's game brought to you by Laser Edge Turf and Excavation. Keeps your property looking sharp and projects moving forward. From mowing and lawn fertilization to directional boring, trenching, and excavation, they deliver precision and reliability every time. Cutting clean, digging deep, building strong. Laser Edge Turf and Excavation. John Natali, Kristen Hazley, Sean Walker, Elijah Mash, all here on 2 days before the big man will make his way. And I know he's coming to my house. That's already guaranteed.
I don't have what are the elf on the shelf. No one is reporting back to Santa for me. However, my nephews have Skippy Ippy, their elf on the shelf.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, Skippy Ippy has reported that both boys have been extremely good this year. Not shocking considering they're related to me, but they will be visited by Santa Claus.
That's a beautiful thing. Cookies?
Yes.
Milk?
Yes.
Okay.
My oldest nephew even met Santa last week and asked him what kind of cookies he wanted.
And he came up with chocolate chip.
I think that's what
That's
the
his favorite,
consensus
yeah.
was. Yes.
That's what the missus says, too.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Claus, by the way. Tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. Balanced approach to training includes not only physical conditioning, but also mental and emotional self-care. Individuals who prioritize their mental and emotional health are better equipped to manage stress and maintain healthy relationships. Let's prioritize mental well-being and make accessing help easier than ever. Spread the word about 988 and other resources because every person here deserves the support they need to thrive. Kristen, something that you and I were talking about, and actually our whole group was talking about it, a lot of things that surrounds mental health and places to go and all this kind of stuff, it's almost telling you, hey, you have a problem, please get it checked out. But as two people that have experienced it through our lifetime is that sometimes it's not talking about that issue, but talking about who you are as a person. For me, love Lego, love The Simpsons, Family Guy. I'll rip out some riffs on guitar if I have to. Getting in the kitchen and doing all those kinds of things where a person actually says, you know what, you're more than this. We know that you're sick, but there's the things that make us proud. Like when you do a Lego set, we like to look at it. So what are some of those things that you have?
Yeah, I mean, and, I will second that by saying it's, a bit of an identity, crisis a bit when you get that mental health diagnosis, as well as, it's similar to when you quit playing sports. If you're, an athlete such as I was, having a sport that I played religiously for 20 years, and then all of a sudden one day you're not that sports player anymore. But, obviously sports still plays a big part in my life. I mentioned my nephews. I've got some beautiful nieces as well, an amazing partner, 2 great dogs, and people that, really care about me for who I am, and more than, just either the fact that I'm sober today or the fact that, I'm happy today, whatever that is. It's people that are there and celebrate me for whether I'm up or down.
Love to hear it. And I hope that everybody that's listening tonight can share the sentiments that Kristen and I are sharing tonight. And if it's you, if it's someone you know, just talk to them. That's all you got to do. Communication is so important, and double dribble right off the bat.
Yeah, a lot of times, the isolation can be almost an exasperator of some of those mental illnesses. So just reaching out, making connection can make all the difference. You never know what someone else is going through unless you ask and connect with them.
Davison on the floater, can't finish. Clara Coleman grabs a rebound.
Man, poor Davison, just not able to knock down much from the field tonight, which, again, very uncharacteristic of her.
Emma Grant got to the basket uncontested. Just couldn't finish it. And the foul's on Emmy Kaiser. That's her 4th. She's leading the way, also with Aria Green on the Gophers, both with 8.
Yeah, both those players really stepping up this evening.
Davison pull-up jumper and got it off the glass. She's up to 15.
Well, we've seen her take that shot about 10 times this evening. Finally going with the bank shot. No doubt about that one. That time she finds the bottom of the net.
Lead back up to 7. Kaiser with it. Guarded by Davison. Tried to go underneath. Ball tips around. Gophers come up with it. They'll reset from the logo. Kaiser got denied. Ends up in the hands of Coleman. Off the glass, no good. And a foul going the other way.
I think they're going to get Claire Coleman flying in there. Made a bit of contact going up for the rebound.
But the missed shots underneath the glass off of offensive rebounds continues to climb for Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, you figure they'd be about even if they put some of those back up and in. Right now, though, I mean, same thing with that last play when we see Emma Grant get into the lane, and it's right now that's the difference is missing some of those putbacks and easy lay-ins, and Davison is now starting to make some of hers, starting to find herself a little bit of a rhythm now.
Up to 17. Lead back up to 9. Kaiser, good pump fake, but then Davison on the recovery got a piece of it, and there it is. Offensive rebound leads to a bucket and a chance for the three-point play for Lily Coleman.
Big time play by Lily Coleman there. A nice job of just not giving up on the rebound and then finding the angle. Does a nice job of getting into Nariah Harvey, creating the contact, and focuses for the finish.
Coleman makes it a two-possession ball game. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Interesting, a bit of, no one switches off with her there.
Baseline jumper and got it. Hannah Jacobs with the perimeter jumper. She's up to 7.
Bit of defensive confusion there for the Gophers, trying to stick with Davison and then leaving Jacobs wide open. And that's what Davison's so good at, finding the open player.
Kaiser got tangled up with Davidson, popped her in the chin, and the Bulldogs come away with it. Around Kaiser, the drop off. Jacobs left that one heavy. Kaiser thought about it. Here's a 3-ball. Got it. Alexis Perez.
Relatively quiet night from her, but that was a big bucket there. Keeping them within striking distance. Got to find an answer for Davison, though.
All the way to the cup, and she got fouled. That'll send Carly Davison to the free throw line. Attention all engaged couples, discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. They provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. Start planning your unforgettable day. Visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Davison now at 18.
I thought they, played some pretty good D on her that trip down the court. You've just got to expect that she's going to be attacking the paint just about every possession from here on out for Clinton Central.
She started off slow, but now up to 19 points is a senior guard, Carly Davison. Well, if you want one of those pork tenderloins about the size of Kansas, head over to the South Fork Restaurant, dine in or carry out. South Fork Restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials, fresh and ever frozen whole catfish, hand-battered tenderloins, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 8:30. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. The lead is 7 after the free throw makes by Carly Davison. She started off slow, but has since picked it up here in the fourth quarter. She's up to 19. Her average was 20 a night coming in.
Yeah, offensively, a pretty standard night, it feels like, for Clinton Central, but defensively, I mean, credit the Gophers. 34 points right now, and Clinton Central's been giving up on average 26 and a half. So overperforming in that aspect is Clinton Prairie.
Another tie-up underneath. This one belongs to the Bulldogs. 3-possession ball game. Clinton Prairie's just been hanging around. Clinton Central, largest lead has been 12, but just haven't been able to break away. Davison cut through traffic, no foul. Perez. He's going to work the top of that perimeter.
Bit of a switch here. They'll go man-to-man.
Kaiser with the perimeter jumper. Ball on the ground again.
Give him the timeout, I think. Yep.
30-second timeout. Mental health awareness night. Chris, it's always hard to talk about. You see that 988 number up there, which is so crucial in so many different aspects. Whether it's you can call licensed professional, they text you as well. But statistics show that, and a lot of people think this, and this comes along with the stigma of it, is that certain individuals think that it's too much on them, that life is hard, life is tough, the world's against me, I got the whole world on my shoulders. But really, it's of how they feel they're disappointing other people. Their family, they feel like an outcast. It's an embarrassment. At the workplace, they can't fully give their all to show what kind of work they can do, and they may get fired from a job. At athletics, we've mentioned it a couple times in here, if you don't have the mental whereabout, it's hard to perform physically. And that is one thing that causes a lot of suicides. They just feel like a burden to the outside world rather than to themselves.
Yeah, it's a great point is, you're more than a job title. You're more than what you've done in your past. You're more than, what you're doing right now. If you feel like you're struggling and in a rut and maybe not proud, it can be a cycle a lot of times of shame and sort of that negative thinking that's hard to get yourself out of because it is just a cycle. And so, it's a great point there, John, that it's important to reach out to people who love you, that can tell you all those things, and because a lot of times it's our own brain telling us lies about those kinds of things.
We talk about different, as that was Aria Green going to the hole, and Addie Mounts picks up her 4th foul. But different entities that you can go and reach out to. One, it's actually the Colts knew what healthy counties of Clinton County, healthy communities of Clinton County were doing, and expanded their role in the mental health aspect. And really, really one of the top NFL teams to do it, actually in all of sports, are what the Colts do here in Indiana. And one thing, and Sean Walker, our producer, made a great point a couple years ago when he was with the Cavaliers. Kevin Love let the world know that he was struggling with mental health, and I think when people see that at a level of the NBA, I remember Brandon Marshall, the former receiver for the Denver Broncos, brought it to light. There's been plenty of Major League Baseball players that do it, hockey players, and so on and so forth, but I don't think there's enough.
I would agree with you. It's and you see it in multiple different aspects as far as, just getting the athletes back out on the field, right? Not taking the time that they need, whether it's physically, we see it sometimes with concussions, a lot of repeats, but I think it's important, for people to understand that there's a lot of excuses, right? There's a lot of reasons that you could put in front of yourself not to get help, whether it's, I can't go to treatment because my kid's about to start school and I've got to get him on the bus every morning. I would challenge and say you're the most important person. Unless you're healthy, your child doesn't get the best version of you. Your partner doesn't get the best version of you. Your team doesn't get the best version of you. So, taking care of yourself, checking in on yourself mentally, and making sure, you're at your best, it can go a long way for not only, you physically and mentally being healthy, but for those around you getting the best version of yourself as well.
And one thing, because there's a lot of people that don't take medications, there are a lot of people that do, there is no cure for any mental illness. These are all management meds. But you have to think of the eyes of the person that's watching a person that maybe has a mental illness or is going through something like that. That person's trying everything. They're going to therapy. They're taking medicine. They're doing cognitive classes. They're doing all these different types of things. Study it. Buy a book. That book for dummies, there's a subject for everything on that. And I guarantee you there's one for bipolar, depression, anxiety, schizophrenia. Try to understand what these people are going through. If you don't know how to help them, the worst thing you can do is walk away and say, I didn't say anything because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah. It's a great point. Understanding and education can go a long, long way. Especially, we talk about kicking the stigma and fighting the stigma. It just, information is such a critical key, whether you're talking about, addiction and overdose, options, what is Narcan? What can that do for you? Other things, you talk about mental health and recognizing the signs of someone that might be suffering from a mental break and what those look like. But you're exactly right. Use those resources, reach out to your county resources, state resources. There are people that are passionate about, making sure everyone is doing okay mentally, that they would be more than happy to help you out and inform you and provide some resources.
Perez gets them both. She's up to 7. Alexis Perez had a nice night. Has been dealing with some foul trouble, but she's stayed out of trouble so far here in the 4th. And somehow, some way, the Gophers have hung around and now only down by 4. Good look, though, to Addie Mounts from Carly Davison. Had her head on a swivel. Found her junior forward and Mounts up to 4.
Yeah, and down the stretch, Carly Davison has just been impressive. I mean, running the point, she's attacking into the paint. She's either finished or gotten herself to the line or done what we just saw there. A nice dump off to Addie Mounts or another open player. But it's been Davison down the stretch creating everything for Clinton Central.
Amy Kaiser took a few extra steps. She got tangled up with Carly Davison, who's come to life here in the 4th quarter. She's up to 21, and she's had some good looks to her teammates underneath the basket.
And I think the reason, you see this game as tight as it is, not only is Clinton Prairie performing better offensively than they have, but on the other end of it, Clinton Central allowing a lot of points scored on them for a team that, really prides themselves on some of the live ball turnovers they can force.
That foul was on Alexis Perez on Addie Mounts. That'll send number 55 to the line, and Alexis Perez will have to take a chair. She won't play again until late December, as Clinton Prairie is the host school for the Clinton Prairie tournament. And next up for the Clinton Central Bulldogs, they're over at the Central Indiana Holiday Classic, day after Christmas through Saturday. So not a quick turnaround for Clinton Central. Most tournaments start next Monday.
Yeah, that midweek Christmas, splitting folks up a little bit. Had quite a few tournaments happening before Christmas this weekend and yesterday and today, and then you've got your tournaments going on after Christmas.
We'll have a couple of those on the IC Sports Network. Be up in Kokomo for the Phil Cox tournament, over at North Central for the Paul Logan tournament. Just had the Hall of Fame Classic, which you were a part of, Kristen. You saw some excellent basketball up in Newcastle.
Yeah, always an honor to be involved with anything with the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame, but obviously the Hall of Fame Classic, a big one, and always an honor to be invited to if you're selected. But yeah, the Warsaw Lady Tigers, they cleaned up yesterday out at the Hall of Fame Classic, and they're going to be a scary team in the postseason.
Now I know there's some chap that went to school in Newcastle. I think he's somewhat popular here in the state of Indiana. I believe he had a career at that Bloomington place, and it was Stephen Perry.
Not quite. Getting there. Alford.
I just had to get a Journey reference in. That's all I needed for the night.
But yeah, it was the game before the girls' Hall of Fame Invitational was the 1,000th game in the Newcastle Fieldhouse.
That's pretty cool. And one of the not just spectacular gyms here in the state of Indiana, but just across the country. I remember the first time I walked in, I was scared to death.
Going down the stairs.
Just looking at it, I was expecting, stairs to go up. I wasn't expecting to have to go down 3 miles.
Yeah, it's unique for sure. I got a chance to see my older brother, Sean Hazley, play a few games there back in his day.
That must have been cool.
Yeah. I mean, basketball in Indiana is pretty cool.
It's not a bad thing. I mean, the people take to it.
Some definitely a lot of not only cool gyms, but just historical programs.
Programs, players that have gone on to the professional ranks. And there's a good one right there as Carly Davison now has 25. The lead is back up to 9. Clinton Prairie hung around as long as they could. Kaiser sends it long, and that'll belong to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think, if you're Clinton Prairie, obviously you're not, you're disappointed, but you're not too disappointed. I think you played a pretty solid game, but with that being said, they left a lot of easy points on the board that, you just feel like maybe if we could have made a couple more, you never know what could have happened down the stretch.
Clinton Central moves to 10-2. 3-1 in the conference, but most importantly, congratulations to head coach Don Helmick. He has hit his 300th win in his coaching career. What an accomplishment in his 25th year overall. Welcome to our post-game show brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Kristen, you just said it. Clinton Prairie gave it all they had. You look at the opportunities underneath the basket off of offensive rebounds. They just make 5 of those, and there were a lot more than 5. It's a tie ball game. Who knows what happens? But in the end, Clinton Central and Carly Davison just a little bit too much.
Yeah, you're spot on. I mean, they played some really solid defense early on, made things tough on Carly Davison and company. They had to try and move the ball and find some other scoring options. And that's why this game stayed so tight, I think, throughout is, not only the defense that Clinton Prairie played, but cleaning up on the boards as well. As you see Coach Helmick there celebrating his 300th win there, and an excellent team photo. All around a great performance by his team tonight.
Our player of the game brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles. She started off slow, got the point total up to 25, had some real nice assists to her teammates underneath the basket. It's a senior guard, Carly Davison.
Yeah, and Davison really came alive when they needed her most towards the end of the game there. You'll see a lot of these highlights going towards that basket because she really took over in the second half, became more of a active driver in, and here you'll see just the attention she draws as she's able to dribble into the paint. With that being said, still had a great amount of assists as well. Reads that defense well when she attracts the attention and dumped it off to Addie Mounts a few times as well.
Tonight, we were proud to shine a light on mental health awareness as part of the Stepping on Stigma campaign with Healthy Communities of Clinton County. This initiative helps break down barriers, reduce stigma, and connect people with resources right here in our community. To learn more, please visit healthyclintoncounty.org or call 765-659-6063. Mr. Walker, happy holidays, my friend. Elijah, happy holidays to you and your family. Kristen, have a very, very Merry Christmas. And for all of us, I'm John Natali. Our final from Clinton Prairie. The Clinton Central Bulldogs, 48-39 over the Gophers. Everybody be good, be safe, happy holidays.
This holiday season, Mulberry Telecommunications invites you to bake all the Christmas cookies you can while watching your favorite holiday movies on Mintel TV. Go ahead and utilize the full power of your network's reliability and security as you shop online. And while we're on the topic of giving, more and more of the toys we love require Wi-Fi connectivity. However, you can rest assured that Mintel Fiber Services have plenty of bandwidth available with gigabit speeds so your loved ones can enjoy the full potential of the gifts you've given.